All right, we're in New York City with Mehwish Hayat. How was your day?
It was great, fantastic actually. We got a lot of shots done for the shoot that we are here for, and it came out really nice. I'm very happy.
Yeah, so, I mean, your movie's released. It's a huge hit. Talk to us about that.
Well, when the trailer came out, within like 8 days it had 2.5 million views.
So why would you say your movie is different from other Pakistani movies?
No, I would really not say it's different from the Pakistani movies. Actually, it's different from every other movie that comes out because it has the Pakistani culture in it. It has a really unique script and a storyline that has never been discussed before.
So I love the fact that in this movie, your character is a strong girl. She's, has a mind of her own, and she gets married to this, this guy who's obviously not up to par. But, she holds her own. Her family is supportive, but his family is even more supportive of her career choices, which is not a usual thing they show in Desi movies.
Especially in-laws, when it comes to in-laws, even in our dramas, it usually appears that the in-laws are the bad people, or they are going to be holding the bahu back, and they're going to be like the evil side of the story is always the in-laws. But no, for a change, here we're talking about in-laws who are very supportive, और ये बहुत कम देखने को मिलता है in dramas and stuff, but it is actually true. There are in-laws that are supportive, and we usually do not show that side of the story. So it is actually very nice, and the credit goes to Khalil Rahman Qamar, who is the writer, that उन्होंने इन सब चीज़ों को बड़ा देख के रखा है in the story, where the values, the family values are very important. So in Punjabi Jaunghi, I can proudly say it is a Pakistani movie. It has Pakistani content. It shows the culture, the tradition, the values, and then again it has Basant and all those things, that songs and music, love, romance, action, thriller, everything is there. So it's a complete movie.
When I first saw the movie, I hated his character, but when I saw it the second time with you,
I actually made sure that I took you to the cinema to watch it again.
I realized, I saw it from a different point of view, and I realized that, he's actually, you're right, you love him, you hate him.
Then you love him
exactly.
Back, The character of Fawad Khagga, which is played by Humayun Saeed, and it was certainly a very difficult character to play, and the way he's done it, I think he's done a brilliant job and complete justice to his character. So that is the beauty of Fawad's character. And then again, the credit goes to the writer. जिन्होंने हर character में एक, there are shades of grey. Nothing is black or white. It has variations. Even my character has so many dimensions, which is like she has studied abroad, but she, holds the values, family values very close to her. Then when she's married, she just doesn't sit at home, even if she's in the feudal mindset, background, whatever. She actually goes out and tries to do something with her life. And
but she's also domesticated.
She's also domesticated. Right. She even says, "Ke pair bhi daba dungi."
But she was supportive, and he obviously couldn't handle the fact that he has his wife who's working and successful. She's sitting in the CEO chair.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy or anything, but it's his mindset, his brought up, the feudal mindset that we have spoken about in the film, in a very interesting and funny way. Like, I love how Fawad Khagga actually has done MA Political in 10 years. 10 saal mein wo MA Political karta hai. That's very funny. And the way he talks, where he's like, when you ask him something, he's like, good question. Very good question.
Good question. Very good question.
So that accent in English and Punjabi that he's carried throughout the character. So it is very cute, very loving, but obviously it has its own dimensions. You will have to watch it to know what we're talking about.
So the cute, accent with the with the Punjabi and English mix is great, but the dialogues of the movie have really stood out.
Yep, they have. People have been writing to me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or literally they're writing to me the dialogues of the film. Like Khalil Rahman, again, I think he's the best writer that we have in Pakistan, who actually knows how to write the dialogues that can be remembered, for centuries to come.
And did you do anything to prep for this role?
Nadeem actually makes sure कि आप जब scene करते हैं तो उसको, like being actors, you actually get distracted a little bit. आपके spells होते हैं, like if it's a 60-day shoot, So you do it in 15 days. The 15 days it's off, you do other work, and then you get back to the set. So at times we get, a little distracted and we get out of the character a little bit. But then, of course, the director brings you back into your shoes and you're like, okay, this is Amal, Mehwish. Oh, that's not Amal. Oh, that's Fawad. Fawad, you have to say it like this, ke thak gaya hu. So,
Right.
So you can't say thak gaya hu, you have to say thak gaya hu. The way he's so passionate about storytelling, and the way he really gets involved into the script and the attention to detail that he gives into every scene. I think that is one of the things that I, being an artist, being an actor, enjoy the most, because a director is the captain of the ship.
You mentioned before when we were talking that the director was thinking twice about casting you guys again because you've come in other movies together.
This was the third time we're going to be sharing the screen together. Mehwish, what are your dates?
Yeah.
Where are you? How is your next couple of months looking like? And I'm like, what is going on here? They're like, you are Amal, and obviously you will play Amal.
I'm sure he's so happy that he's chose you.
Yes, he is. He loves me. Nadeem Beg actually says that I wish I could cast you in every project, because the way we are now, like family, and I understand even his, एक इशारा होता है ना आँख का, मैं समझ जाती हूँ नदीम को क्या चाहिए. And then the chemistry, the way me and Mayo actually have built this kind of on-screen, आपको एक understanding होती है. You vibe together, you have that energy which actually matches.
Right.
You're not working against each other, but with each other, and that actually makes any scene, which it gives that feeling and that emotions into that.
I mean, even Urva, like her role in this movie, was great.
Yeah.
You hate her,
But you love her.
but you love her.
That is exactly,
Yeah.
And and she actually plays a very important part in the film, because if it was not Dildana, obviously the main the twist of the story comes when something happens. I'm not telling you guys. Anybody who hasn't watched it, I don't want to be the spoiler. Dildana, Suhail Ahmed, who plays the Dada, Dadi, who is played by Naveed Shahzad. I think I've never seen a Dadi like this before. We see such. Actually, these kind of characters existed in Hum Aapke Hain Kaun.
Right.
Where there's a family, where there are kids in the story, there are bade, boode, jawan, there's a family. So all
Respect.
that respect.
Yeah.
So I think after a long time, I've seen a movie which has that, and that is why people are loving it, and they are actually going crazy about it. Okay, yeah, you can go watch it with your kids, you can watch it with your family, with your friends. It has the humor, then again it has the drama, emotions, thriller, action. So
Now, speaking of Bollywood movies, if you had an offer, would you take it?
I've had a lot of offers since the last 3 years, but I've been doing Pakistani movies. And back then, like a few years ago, when the revival hadn't happened, what used to happen was we didn't have any movies, and the only thing that we all grew up watching, other than Hollywood, is Bollywood. So obviously we relate to it, we like it, we love it, and every actor has a dream to be seen on the big screen. So for that, the first thought would be Bollywood. We really want to make it to Bollywood because we want to be seen on the big screen. But now we have talented directors coming in, good production, expensive movies being made. A lot of screens are opening up in Pakistan. That it is a new business now, which is actually doing really well. This whole industry, film industry, and the actors, the writers, everyone's there. So now there is not really a need to be seen there, because being in Pakistan and doing a Pakistan movie, the whole world watches you. Right now, this movie Punjabi Jaunghi has had the biggest screening and the most the film to have the most screens around the world, which is like, I don't know, 140, more than 200 something, which never happened for any Pakistani movie. So yeah, of course, it's great to be a part of such project. Right?
Talk to me about Billy. What was the experience like? Were you nervous that people were going to be like, oh my God, what is she doing?
I get a call from Nabil and Fiza that we want to have a meeting with you regarding this film that we're doing. There's a special appearance that we would really like you to do. I was like, okay, let's meet. So they came on my TV sets, on my drama set, and then they spoke to me. And I was like, I want to hear the song. So when I heard the song, I was like, Gutka main hu chabale, baja main hu machale, main hu botal nashe ki, piyu aur pelao mujhe kehte hain billi. So when I heard that song, I was like, Mehwish, should I really do it or not? Oh God. The lyrics and the song was very catchy. And then we had a meeting. I told them my concerns and they told me, and they actually made sure that I was taking, everything was taken care of. I was like, okay, I don't mind looking sexy, but it should not look vulgar. That was my concern.
Right.
And of course, it was a big leap from being a household name, because everyone in Pakistan is watching you being a daughter, a mother, a sister, a bahu, bhanji, bhatiji, all these relationships. And then suddenly,
you're
a Billy, you're an item girl. So a lot was on stake actually, but I took that leap of faith. I spoke to my family. I told them that this is something that I think I can take some risk here.
What was your feedback like for that?
I've taken a lot of risks in my career, and that was one of it. And I love doing it, because when you actually get out of your comfort zone, that's when the fun begins. So I was like, okay, let's do it. When I stepped into onto the location, and I was like, it was a maut ka kuwa and 300 dirty, filthy men, dancing and all of that. So the rehearsals were going on, and I go inside and I was like, I freaked out. I was like, gosh, I can't do it. I had cold feet. Then my friend Akif Ilyas, who was doing my makeup and hair for the song, he's like, Mehwish, this is not you on stage. This is gonna be Billy, the character that you're playing. You're an actress. Somebody has to do it.
Right.
And I know you can do it well. So then we had a pep talk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I was like, yes, I will do it. Okay. And then obviously the feedback. Okay, I was not expecting it to be loved so much. My friends and fans and everyone would be posting pictures in big groups doing this. This is the Billy pose. So I was like doing this. And it was a rage, and even it's been 3 years now. And everyone, like a lot of people would be like, hey, Billy!
Yeah.
That song became so famous, and that movie became such a big hit. Namalum Afraad did so well, because it was a nicely done movie. Nabil Qureshi and Fiza did a fantastic job, and I only had a little part in it, special appearance, but obviously that was my first movie and a big risk, but everyone loved me, accepted me. There was some bashing. Obviously with something that you do, there comes, a few people were like, oh, that's vulgar, but it was like 20% of them saying that,
right.
And then 80% of people loving it and embracing it. So yeah.
Let's talk about your tour. You sing as well, so I am going to have you sing, but before we get to that, talk to me about this tour.
Okay, so the tour has been amazing. I did Coke Studio last year. I've been singing. I did some soundtracks for drama serials and some shows on and off. There was a project that I sang for, but because acting takes up a lot of time, I could not really take that up and disconnect from my acting. So then last year, Coke Studio happened. It's Coke Studio Season 9, and I got an offer to sing, and obviously that is the most prestigious platform for any singer to perform, and I think I'm really blessed to have that fall into my lap. Then I made sure that, because music is my passion, so is acting, but
what do you like better?
Acting and music, boy.
But if you had a choice, or if you could only do one thing?
Oh God, that's a difficult question. I'm not gonna answer that. Well, acting, yeah, but singing too. I think they both are connected.
Combination.
It's a combination. After Punjabi, Jaunghi, I did not take up any project because I wanted to give time to music. So now, finally, I sorted out my dates with my promoters, international promoters, and then there was, there was this group of singers, which included me, my sister Mehwish Hayat, who's a fantastic singer, Zishan Hayat, my brother, who was brilliant, because we've been doing music since we were kids. And then there is another singer, Basit, from Pakistan, who's also part of the group that was performing. So now it was 4 of us. We had different sets, and different genres of music, and it would be like a 2.5 hour performance. And we performed in the big cities like LA and New York. We went to San Francisco, Dallas, Houston was amazing. And there was Seattle, there was Phoenix, Arizona, there was Kansas, a lot of places that
What
we
was your
went
favorite
to.
city?
Well, I have to say it was Dallas and Houston.
Not New York? You're in New York right now.
I am, but the people in New York are a bit like they hold themselves back a little. But Dallas and Houston, they were like out there dancing.
That's not
they were
true.
like yelling,
That's
and
not
they were
true.
up. Oh, come on. Then maybe when I come back to New York for my next tour, I better see New York dancing. Everyone loved the performances, and I think it's amazing when you perform live on stage in front of an audience. And I've done theater, so I've experienced that before in a different way, where you're playing a character, but when you're singing live in front of an audience, you actually can be yourself, and at the same time you get the reactions, and you get the way people are singing along, they're dancing along, they're like yelling your name. And I think it's one of the best feelings in the world. So thank you, US, for this successful tour. And now I'm going to go back to Pakistan. And the final show was in Detroit, by the way, and that was also amazing audiences. Now I'm going to go back and do something more about music. I'm going to make some new music, and I'm working on my album. So you're going to be hearing some amazing tracks and music coming from me in the near future. So watch out.
So your sister is actually here with us today.
Yes.
Shall we bring her on?
Yes, please.
How are you, Afshin?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. We're so happy to have you. So Afshin, talk to me about the tour. I mean, I've heard her side and how she thought Dallas and Houston was the better city. But
No, I didn't say that.
Well, Kansas City was very pretty. Like when we went there, it was like awesome, and
also,
everywhere.
The thing is, obviously you expect the big, cities like LA, New York, and Dallas, Houston to have that kind of an audience. But when it came to smaller cities like Kansas,
and you don't know that about the audience. You don't know about them. कि किस टाइप की ऑडियंस होगी, किस टाइप का म्यूजिक दे लाइक टू लिसन टू दैट. तो it was amazing. They like pop, they like Sufi music, pop, rock, every kind of music. And we
the way they reacted to the songs.
And we really enjoyed it.
What was your favorite part?
It was formed like there was Zishan's performance, and then mine, Basit, and Mehwish. So we enjoyed everyone's performance. Like when Zishan was performing, I remember when he was performing there, and we were taking pictures and making videos, trying to capture those moments. And same thing happened when I performed. So we really enjoyed it.
And I used to close the show, so I used to make sure I would tell Afshin, after your performance, you have to make my videos, you have to take my pictures. And I would be like up her case always, like, hey, did you take pictures? She's like, I was backstage, I was there.
It was really difficult to make videos from there.
Did you guys at any point want to kill each other while on the tour?
Let's go there.
The real stuff that goes behind the scenes.
Like it was very hectic, like sound check, then performing, sound check, performing, then packing, flying, and then again sound check. So there was no sleeping time in between there.
Still we were catching up with sleep on the plane, literally.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question.
That does, because then okay, so the story begins after that. Okay, फिर हम लोग हो गए थे थोड़े से after a few shows, we were not catching with sleep, tired, cranky. So we would actually like snap a little bit, but then obviously we would apologize. Then after the show is done, we'll be like back
menu card story.
And also one more thing I would like to mention here. कि जब हम आ रहे थे इस टूर के लिए यहाँ पे, तो हमें नहीं पता था कि किस तरह के म्यूजिशियंस होंगे, because most of them were gonna be from US. So हमें नहीं पता था कि किस तरह होगा, क्या होगा, बनेगी नहीं बनेगी, किस तरह का रहेगा सीन. It's very important because when you're
हमारी
traveling,
प्रैक्टिस चल रही थी हमारे जो
कुछ म्यूजिशियंस जो थे वो हमारे पाकिस्तान से हम लोग प्रैक्टिस साथ कर रहे थे
Yeah.
जैमिंग, बट कुछ हमारे हमने यहाँ से इम्पोर्ट किए थे नहीं यहीं से कुछ हमने पाकिस्तान से इम्पोर्ट किए थे, कुछ हमने यहीं से रखे हुए थे. So the thing is कि नहीं पता था क्या होगा, और ट्रैवलिंग में आपको बहुत ज़्यादा पता चलता है चीज़ों का. एंड इफ समबडी हु इज़ नॉट रियली यू कैन नॉट गेट अलॉन्ग वेल विद, और आपको ट्रैवल करना है तो पेनफुल हो जाएगा, बिकॉज एक्टिंग, म्यूजिक, सिंगिंग, ये वो चीज़ें हैं जो आपका मूड नहीं हो सही, ठीक हो, आप खुश ना हो,
You can't perform.
So it actually हाँ आपकी परफॉर्मेंस बहुत सफ़र करती है. So obviously we were lucky enough to have such fun and
amazing people.
amazing band members जो कि now they're like family.
Yeah.
और हम लोग actually बड़े हमारी memories हैं, and we had such a great time traveling because everyone, it was Imad, Nabil, Yastur and Zain Bhai.
Now, speaking of, you have a fun sibling equation. Talk to me about some childhood memories of you guys.
Well,
She used to make me cry a lot. Yeah, she used to take advantage of me being, younger than her.
really?
And she would, when nobody would be at home, she will actually be like, Mehwish, idhar aao. And she
Because
just,
she was so cute, and when I used to say those
she
words,
was very cute. So no, I'm not.
that time I'm talking about. She is so cute. But in the childhood, the cheeks and her eyes, and when I talk to her like, Mehwish, look at me, and she's and tears are coming in her eyes.
Then डर
was
जाती
the
थी यार. I used to get scared, and she used to take
Lovely
advantage
moment. I always wanted to see that.
of that moment.
Now, what about your brother? Were you the same with him?
No.
He used to do that to her.
Every time, every
Used to
single
make
time,
her
anything
cry.
happens, according to him, it's just because of me.
Her fault. It
Yeah.
used to be her fault. Always.
Every time he comes and beat me.
Beat me, like throw something at
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And be like,
Yeah.
punch her or something.
Yeah.
So how did
Or
all
kick
this?
me.
Both of them were very young.
So how did all this go from hitting each other, beating each other, bossing each other around,
Yeah.
to I believe you mentored her in singing, right?
Of course, she is my teacher.
Yeah.
She has actually taught me a lot of things in life,
Yeah.
and she is super talented. She is amazing, and be it dancing, be it
Yeah, we used to
singing,
do that, like
because
everything
शादी होती थी
together.
कोई खानदान में घर में close cousins की शादी है, तो she used to be the choreographer.
Oh,
She used to
wow.
actually teach us all the dance moves and
dances.
everything.
Yeah.
So she was my teacher for dancing, for singing, and I
Yeah.
always adored her, admired her, and I always learned so much from her. So a lot of credit definitely goes to her. And and even for Zishan bhai, because it's all about the brought up, and because in our home we have had a really close, friendships between siblings, and a very positive.
Basically, music is a lifetime learning process. You can't say that I'm completely trained right now.
And I'm perfect. That's
Yeah. So you have to practice, you have to learn. और मुझे सिखाने में बहुत मज़ा आता है, पढ़ाना सिखाना. I really like it. So जब भी, whenever I practice, she always joins me. She always wants to do that.
So I am going to ask you to sing a song, if you don't mind. Anyone that you like.
Yeah, I would love to. Okay.
Get ready to get blown away.
किसे पूछूं ऐसा क्यों बेज़ुबां सा ये जहां है, खुशी के पल कहाँ ढूंढूं बेज़ुबां सा, वक्त भी यहाँ है, जाने कितने लबों पे गिले हैं, जिंदगी से कई फासले हैं, क्यों चुभते हैं सपने आँखों में, क्यों चुभते हैं सपने आँखों में बेवजह, जो भेजी थी दुआ वो जाके आसमां से यूं टकरा गई कि आ गई है लौट के सदा जो भेजी थी दुआ वो जाके आसमां से यूं टकरा गई कि आ गई है लौट के सदा.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you. That was lovely.
Amazing. I'm so proud of you.
So talk to us. I know your album is coming out.
Yeah.
When is it set for release?
Yeah, it's hopefully in November. It's,
This year.
yeah,
November.
this year. So you don't miss it and must listen to it.
So what kind of songs does this album have?
It has mixed fusion kind stuff there, like rock, pop, and folk. So it's a combination of these genres.
So now we're gonna test you. So she's
Are you
taught you
really
how to
gonna
sing.
test
So
me?
let's see what she's taught you.
Yeah.
All right. दिल दिया पेड़िया क्यों मारना है ताने वे हो मिलने में आई तेनू रोटी दे बहाने वे रोटी दे बहाने वे मिलना ते मिले नहीं ते रुस जागी साडा लई मिन्नता तू करके मनाई वे मेरा लौंग बच्चा मेरा लौंग बच्चा मेरा लौंग बच्चा हो मेरा लौंग बच्चा निगाह मार दाई वे मेरा लौंग बच्चा पीछे पीछे आंदा मेरी चाल विंदाई पीछे पीछे आंदा मेरी चाल विंदाई चीरे वाले आ वेखदाई वे मेरा लौंग बच्चा निगाह मार दाई वे मेरा लौंग बच्चा.
Love it. That's one of my favorite ones.
Right? I was right.
Yes. And I wanted to dance, but I held myself back.
And you know, with the music and
With the beat and the drums and everything,
Yeah.
it actually adds a lot of.
So when are we expecting you guys back for another tour?
Very soon,
Yeah.
actually. We're gonna be coming back in 2 months, so that's really like just around the corner.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be coming back. So everyone in the US, please watch this space. Follow us on our social media platforms. Mine is Mehwish Hayat Official on Instagram. Hers is
Afshin.hayat.
Yes, so keep following us, and of course DissDash.com for all the
Yeah.
updates.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Any last words before you guys leave?
Well, I would really like to thank all of you for loving us so much, for turning up to the concerts and making it all houseful shows everywhere we went, and that is amazing. So thank you so much for all the love. Keep supporting us. If you haven't watched Punjab Nahi Jaunghi, go watch it soon because it's a worth watching film. It's a
That it
family
is.
film. Yeah, complete entertainer.
Great. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much.